welcome back to another episode of The Turtle Bookworm. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. In one of my previous videos I said I didn't like to review audiobooks simply for the fact that I didn't have anything to show for you or anything like that, but one that I recently finished has made the list of the exceptions, and I really want to recommend it to all of you. I can't say how much I would recommend it in its written form because hearing it is far different than actually reading it, although it's the same story. Writers, you might know what I'm talking about, just voice and style in the written form versus a full cast of characters actually relaying a story. But the one we're going to talk about today is called The One. I don't know if you can see that, if it'll focus, by John Mars. The One. John Mars, M-A-R-R-S. This threw me. I really didn't have a whole lot of expectations going into it. One of my fellow writers in a critique group had said, "Hey, Ash, check this book out. I think you'll like it." I was like, okay, so I went to order it and it wasn't available in paperback and it was available in hardback. And I was like, you know what, I think I'll just Audible and I have a credit. And he's like, yeah, it's a full cast. It would be really good on Audible. I said, okay. I was hooked from the beginning. Within the first 10-20 minutes, I was in it. I finished it in, I guess, one working day. Maybe it carried over into a second working day. So The One deals with the idea that everybody has a DNA partner match, meaning that your soulmate, the one that you are really supposed to be there, can be found through genetics by testing DNA to see who you're paired with. And I could be here in America and it could be somebody in England or Australia or even my neighbor. You know, you'll never really know who the one is. So the idea is you take a little cheek swab and you send it in, and then you're in your database, and if your one has already taken the test, you'll get an email saying, hey, this is your person, and for $9.95 you can get their contact information, which that's kind of creepy, but for this story it works. So the moral of this story, I'm going to break it down the way I perceive the moral of this story. It's not always greener on the other side, no matter how lush the grass promises to be. So The One is told through points of views of like six to seven different characters who have the one. And it's just mind-boggling. I don't even know if I can talk about how I'm trying to do this in a way where there's no spoilers. So look at my face. I have no words of how it's just incredible the way that the story was told. So let's just do it hypothetically. Let's say that you are married, and for whatever stupid reason, I don't think you should toy with marriage this way. If this was a true scenario, if I'm already married and in love my husband and he loves me, there is no reason that science should break us up. But not everybody thinks that way, and so back to what I was saying about how the grass is always green on the other side, this stupid DNA match thing is breaking up all these people. You know, when you think about it, people have been finding and being with each other for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. Everybody has their own sets of issues, has their own sets of problems. Why would you let science dictate that that's not working? Yes, there's divorce rates, but that's because of their own sets of problems. It has nothing to do with the idea of love. I lost my train of thought, but this book has stuck with me that I can't get it out of my head. I would not take the test. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it, but maybe if you're so unhappy, you'd want to know if there was somebody out there for you. But the way this book is written, it just goes to prove that it doesn't always work out, that that's the best match for you, regardless of how much science and DNA says you're supposed to be. Sometimes it works out. This is the love of my life. I'm so happy. And sometimes you're like, this is my person? Are you kidding me right now? You have to read this, or at least Audible. I'm going to recommend the Audible version because that's what I did with it. And it was amazing. I almost want to listen to it again just because it hit me on such a level that I didn't think was possible for an audiobook. I actually leaked real tears in the middle of my office. I'm trying to do my day job. It's just blah. I wasn't sobbing. It wasn't a sob, but it's just like big old lump right there, and some leakies coming in. I hope nobody walks in. Hope nobody walks in. It's just, and it wasn't even sad. It wasn't. It was just an overwhelming emotion that just kind of gets you, because if you just really start thinking about what this could possibly do to society, holy frioles, Batman. Okay, I think that's about the extent that I could do without giving any away spoilers. You just read it. I'm done. I'm not gonna say any more about it. I've said my piece. I want you to read it. Listen to it, read it. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Audible, use your credit. If you're an Audible person, use your credit on it. It's not wasteful. It's amazing. Please do it, because I want to know your comments. Please tell me what you thought about The One by John Mars. Oh man, I'm still thinking about it, and I finished it 5 days ago. I might, rewind and listen to the last 6 chapters again today. Who knows? Writers keep on writing, and readers keep on reading. Cheers!